lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And fights through one man. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there. They just get a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
10-10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up to the 25. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st down, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And going deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 33 yards that time.
10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score, Ravens 14, Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39-yard line.
So it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
6 yards.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. the gun. Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
26-yard line.
Now Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
56. I'm going to run you over. Mike, check. 59. Okay, just like that.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes. And
Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Chubb, the ball carrier. Marcus Peters on the tackle. 2 yards.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
34-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
You're
totally.
the guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 25-yard line.
Second and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A run for Nick Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And
they'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They toss it left side to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark.
They'll go again with Dobbins. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the toss with Dobbins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Gets this one a use check. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Allen's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cleveland.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
3rd down.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Newton gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They run, Chubb, And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there and their responsibility.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete.
There it is.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker
might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Going deep here for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 8.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain of
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Now Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
back to throw, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
At the 23-yard line.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is right through. And joy will reign in the inner harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Baltimore, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.